You ain't catch that. What is the plan that I am working on in faith? See, anything has to be written down. Come on. Faith is work. That's all. It's work. So if you got an I am working on in faith, write the I am working on in faith plan. So you can't write that. You can't write an I am working on in faith plan there. And if you did it, you won't accomplish it. Why? Because you don't accomplish anything that don't produce. You don't accomplish anything that don't produce nothing. Because we were born to multiply and dominate. So you end up doing no work. And without work, faith is dead. So you get what? Dead results. Then you're sitting around, I'm 50 years old, still in the same place. Why me? Why I haven't gotten this far? Why I still don't have this? Why am I still? Because you gave sloppy work somewhere down the line. Jesus. Now, let's look at what please means. Because please doesn't mean a polite gesture in terms as we think, like, can I please have that? That's not what that means to Jesus. We can ready to get blessed again. Well, God is saying please me. He said please to him means affordable pleasure. Now watch this. In other words, we must say to him from our heart, Lord, it's my affordable pleasure. In other words, if it pleases you to clean me up, then I afford to. If it pleases you to clean me up, then I afford you the pleasure. Please is not a thank you gesture to him. It's an affordable pleasure. I oblige you. If T.D. Jakes was preaching this, y'all would be running all over this church. In other words, so when he said, without faith, it is impossible to please. Without your affordable pleasure. Without your affordable pleasure, it is impossible for you to please me. Because now I don't have authority to clean you up. You have to give me the affordable pleasure. See, a lot of y'all saying, without faith, you're saying, thank you, G. He's saying, for what? You didn't give me nothing. Wow. Thank you, G. For what? Father, I thank you for what? Watch this. In other words, if it pleases you to clean me up, then I afford you the pleasure to do whatever pleases you, Father. My faith is willing. Because how? Watch this. Faith without works is dead. So my faith is willing. So I'm willing to let you do the work. So how do I get my heart right? I'm glad you asked. How do I get my heart right? You can't. You can't. It ain't up to you. Watch this. Only God can do that. That's your problem. Give me a faith plan too. I'm trying to get your heart right. When they tell you that, I'm trying to get my heart, write me a faith plan, so I'm trying to get my heart right. You can't. So stop saying it. Because only God can got that plan. And if your heart really want to be right, you will do the work. And if you don't do the work, then your behind ain't right and you're none of his. So accept it. That's the problem. You don't want to accept that you're not. Because your heart ain't right because you don't want to do what he told you to do. He said, my sheep know my voice, not the goats. He said the sheep. Because it's only through the work why God wants you to do some work. Because it's only through the work that he can prove to you who he is. Because other than that, you won't think you can do it. See, watch this. You do the work, and he works your life out. God from Zion. You do the work, he do the arranging. How much of this faith do I need, Lord? He said, the size of a mustard seed. Why is it so small? Oh, my God. Why is it so small? He said, because I was already the biggest seed in the Garden of Eden. I was already, I'm going to tell you something. I was already the biggest seed in the Garden of Eden. So since your parents didn't believe me, now I'm going to give you a small one and you have to do the work in order for it to grow. We have to believe now in the seed, the biggest seed, that was Jesus Christ. See, he was once given to us freely. Now we have to place our roots in the right soil and do some work to prove that he was who he originally said he was. Because we didn't believe him. So now is this little seed really going to end up being the big seed in the garden? Prove it. Jesus. Because at first you didn't have to, it just was. You didn't accept that it just was. So now you're going to have to prove that the little seed will grow into that little Jesus. Come on. Go grow into your big Jesus. Watch this. When you plant it, then you have to trust that he'll bring you the increase. This is how our faith grows strong in him again. So you got to understand, when Donald Lawrence, I'm sorry, I don't care what nobody say, and I'm not saying what he is, but he just sounds like he did. It ain't he. I don't know what that voice is. I don't know what that is. But when I hear it, it disturbs me. I don't know what that is. I'm not saying that it is. That's not my business. But something in your spirit ought to disperse you when you hear stuff. And that's one of them. It's up to God to clean them up. And prayerfully, that's when he's on his way to being cleaned and justified. But he did this song back to Eden. And the song is so doggone true. Because that's where we need to go back. So you trying to trace your roots down to Pookie in there. You need to trace yourself back to the Eden, where you came from. Watch this. Watch this. Because this is how your faith will grow strong again. See, in Eden is where we lost our faith. And guess where you won't find it? In Eden. Create your God. Because you know what you planted. You what you plant in your garden. And can nobody come pluck them tomatoes out, baby, when you sit down and you plant your